Hey guys, it's me Dom. I am here today with a poem. I am continuing with Antonia Pozzi. I don't know. Either way, she doesn't have many poems in English, or at least on this website specifically. So the one I'm reading is the few that I selected. There's only 3 available. I read one and I'm gonna be reading the other 2. So, super excited. This one is titled Thirst, and again, it was translated. So, here we go. Now you want me to tell you a history of fish, while the lake clouds over. But don't you see how thirst beats in the throat of the lizards on the crushed leaves? On the ground, autumn's dead hedgehogs have plunged through the periwinkles, and you chew the parched stalks. Already the corner of your lip is bleeding a bit. And now you want me to tell you the history of birds? But in the heat of noon, a wild cuckoo flies alone, and still the lost puppy howls among the brambles. Perhaps the bay horse running struck him with a black hoof on his snout. Well, what an interesting poem. No, I think this one is funny because the animals that are used in this all have a affiliation or a desperation for water. Fish obviously need water. Lizards, they live in very, very dry areas, but I mean, everything needs water. That's kind of dumb for me to say. Anyways, I don't know. But this poem is really, I want to say, all over the place. Like, it's kind of, I don't want to say random, because nothing's random. Everything's intentional if you make it intentional, which I do. But it is all over the place. There's lots of animals mentioned, lots of things happening, and yeah, thirst. When I think of thirst, I think of like parched, like you're in desperation almost. Every time that I've been thirsty, it's kind of like a necessity, and I don't want to say I'm like doing anything, but in times that they're like, I paid $20 for a water bottle before, and when I think of that, I think of desperation. I think of you're willing to do anything. In this poem specifically, I feel like it is how thirst beats in the throat of the lizards on crushed leaves on the ground, arms dead hedgehogs. She's just saying a lot of situations where that situation kind of happened, but rather than with people, it's with animals. And then of noon, the well flies, and still the lost puppy howls, perhaps the bay horse running still. I don't know. I feel like this one is just kind of like an explanation rather than, I don't know. It's more of informational rather than emotional, at least what I'm getting from it. Like, I feel like not most poems, but the poems I typically read, it's a person talking about their own feelings, but here she kind of goes on other feelings of things that she's either observed or she's putting herself in the shoes of those, not in the shoes because animals don't wear shoes, but like in the, headspace of that animal or that thing. So either way, I think it's a very interesting poem. I'm still super, super geeked on the fact that that she was mentioned on Call Me By Your Name. I started reading the book and it is already so good. It's so much better than the movie because of the details. Like, it makes such a difference. Anyways, I'm like going to try to rush read it because I am borrowing it from a friend, and they were like, I'm about to start it, and I was like, shoot, okay. Anyways, so I plan to go to the library and get a library card. So I'm super excited because that means I am going to be reading again, reading a lot more. I kind of been a little slacking on my reading, and I mean, I read poems here and there, but I feel like sometimes I want a whole story. I kind of don't like picking things out all the time. Sometimes I want something to be like directly in front of me rather than me kind of trying to nitpick, because sometimes my mind just isn't there. Like my headspace is just somewhere else, and when with a story, I feel like I'm able to just kind of follow that and go with that rather than thinking my own thoughts, because sometimes I just blank out. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe I'm really calling myself out right now, but either way, yeah, I'm super excited to go and get my card and check it out, because I'm gonna check out this really, really beautiful one. So anyways, have a good day and take care.